Bon dia, boa noite, boa tarde, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. YusefWateef back in the game. We're in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Praça de Roosevelt. And I wanted to, well, you read the title. I've titled it My Brazilian Steroid Cycle. And what I wanted, well, let me say this first. I've said this in other places in other ways. The people in this country are vain. Like, they like looking good. They enjoy having desirable bodies. And it's one of those things that it's why, on the average, they're healthier, I think, in many aspects than Americans. Here, exercise isn't seen as something only certain people do or people who want to do it professionally do. Here, the average guy just exercises. In the gym in the United States, I'm one of the oldest men in the gym at 44 years old. Here, I routinely see men who are throwing up heavy weights and doing chin-ups that are 45, 55, 65, years old. And one of the things, hold on, let me see, is that my phone? Nope. And one of the things I wanted to go over was how that's one of the reasons that I came here. You probably saw my other video, How to Retire in Brazil. If not, go back and look at it. But the thing about living here and wanting to be in shape and learning the value of being in shape, that's something that's lost on a lot of Americans. But it's not all natural. I'm not all natural. Now, to be clear, we're not here to talk about the anabolic end of steroids, things that people inject. But something I realized is that a lot of supplements and things that in the United States you need a doctor's prescription for are over the counter, not just here in Brazil, but in most countries in the world. We can have another conversation on the American medical situation and how it's a for-profit system. But the reality is, as such, here you can just buy things over the counter for your health, or even medication that are non-narcotic, and it's not a big deal, because even though their doctors and pharmacies make money, it's not like the American system where they're all just out to mug you. Let's do this. I want to show you some of the things that I take. For example, I don't know where you can buy this in the United States. I'm sure you can get it online. I don't think it's a banned substance. But I don't drink coffee. If I have drink coffee every now and then. I did a video called How to Order Coffee in Brazil. Normally I'm a tea drinker. So let's start with when I get up in the morning. One of the things that I do, Guarana em pó. Guarana is a plant here. It's also the name of a soda that you can get, diet soda or regular. Guarana is a natural stimulant. Now, I put a tablespoon of this in my big cup of tea every morning. Now, I drink 12-ounce cups of tea, and I put a heaping tablespoon of this. Half an hour, 45 minutes later, my leg gets to twitching, and I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to take the day on. It also has a latent fat burning effect. It's not a stimulant as in your heart's gonna explode. It's not like, shout out to everybody who remembers Jacked before they neutered the formula. Yeah, like that. What else do I take? On the vitamin end of it, people who don't get enough sunshine, people who have been in the house all the time, especially like we are now, vitamin D. When I found out my vitamin D was a little low, I took one tablet, one 10,000 IU tablet every day for a month, and then one once a month afterwards, straightened me right out. Again, over the counter, cheap, helps keep me in shape. There's no substitute for simply staying away from junk food and exercising at least every other day. There's no substitute for that. The magic bag. Now here's something interesting. I talk about tablets and supplements, but we also talk about liver health, or in Brazil it's called fígado. There's something in Portuguese that's called silimarina. Silimarina in English is called milk thistle. Here you can go to pharmacies where they have manipulation pharmacies, they call it, and they have every vitamin you can think of. Hold on, motorboy passing. Somebody getting their lunch delivered. Every vitamin you can think of and every over-the-counter supplement you can think of, and you can get them to make your own tablets. So I have 3 200 milligram tablets every morning of milk thistle, silimarina. Keeps my liver clean. What else do we have here? Oh, saving the best for last. Again, something that you have to buy in the United States. You have to have a prescription for. Here you can buy over the counter. It's called Gilphage Extended Release XR. The other name is metformin. Metformin is something that diabetics use because it helps push the sugar out of your system. You can Google the in-depth details, but one of the reasons I talk about metformin, here you can buy it over the counter. I take 1/500 in the morning, 1/500 in the evening, and because I'm already not eating sugar, I'm not a sugar person. Do I have sugar in my diet? Does it sneak in through bread and things like that? Absolutely. Have I had an occasional piece of candy? Absolutely. But I'm not a sugar person. And so this gives me that little bit of an edge to help keep the fat off, keep me healthier, and keep me healthier longer. What else do I have in here for you? Oh, here it is, my pill splitter. Why do I have a pill splitter? Here's a big one. You know what that's called? Sildenafil. It's called Viagra. Viagra as a pre-workout. You take a 25 milligram capsule, cut it in half, or if you really want to do a soft experimentation, you cut it in half again. You take one a half an hour before exercising. What they are is they open up your blood vessels and you get a really good pump. A really good pump. Again, I buy this over the counter here. This is one of those secrets to the gym. Is this going to keep me in shape by itself? No. None of the things I'm showing to you are why I get to surprise people when they find out how old I am or go into the gym and do all those things. It's because I do every small thing I can to stay as healthy as I can. Living here helps facilitate that, because here it's not necessarily a fast food culture. Here, even when you go out, you tend to go out to a restaurant that's making food, even if the food is, there's no way to justify, the double cheeseburger and say that's not something that can catch up with you. But I can tell you, people here tend to eat more food. There's rice and beans with every meal. Every meal comes with a potato, comes with a little salad. Whereas in the United States, we tend to do things a little differently. Again, I'm not here to tell you this country is magic, but what I have figured out is that I found a place that's in line with who I am and what I do. For those of you who know what I do expat relocation services. That means I help expats come to Brazil legally and get their paperwork done. I'll leave a link. If you click show more, I'll leave a link below.